Hey guys, what's up? It's Andrew Santowski. We're doing UFC on ESPN 16, Holm vs. Aldana, bets and predictions. Goes down October 3rd, 2020, which is today, in Yas Island, Abu Dhabi. This fight was originally scheduled for August 1st, 2020. Aldana got COVID. She had to pull out. Glad the fight got rescheduled, and they didn't rematch their opponents. They didn't rematch who they were going to be fighting. They kept the fight together. So we'll start off with the first fight of the night. Yes, and Ayari against Luigi Vendramini. Both fighters have been out 2 years. I really liked Ayari, man. I really liked Ayari. I really liked Ayari, man. He opened up as the plus 135 underdog on 5 dimes on this fight. On Bet Online, which I think opened the odds first. He opened as a minus 155 favorite. I lean Ayari in this fight, man. I'll never forget when he made his UFC debut, beat Jim Wallhead at welterweight. He also went to decision with Darren Till, got rocked a couple times. He got rocked a few times. Lost the decision to Ray, but that was a closely contested fight in his lightweight debut. It's been out for 2 years. He's definitely got a long reach. Definitely a tall karate-based fighter. I don't think he throws a lot of kicks, man. But, he's got a decent ground game under Dean Lister. And decent boxing as well. Luigi Vendramini, all we saw in his UFC debut. He fought Alessio Dos Santos Zaleski. And he took Zaleski's back in the first round, only to be finished in the second round. So he hasn't fought in 2 years. Looks like he's training at out in Colorado at Factory Muay Thai. But I'm gonna go with Ayari here, man. I'm gonna go with Ayari. It's an even odds fight, minus 103, minus 107. I'm gonna go with Ayari here, man. Just think that he's used to going decision in fights. I think he'll pick up a decision here. 29-28. Next fight of the night, we got Casey Kenney against Hailey Eletang. Casey Kenney is a 3.5 to 1 favorite. I know Casey Kenney. They kind of got in each other's face at the weigh-ins. Casey Kenney wants a quick turnaround after this fight. Casey Kenney coming off a nice win over Luis Smolka. His last fight, lost a decision to Devakashvili. No harm in that. Beat Manny Bermudez when Manny Bermudez still had some hype behind him. I like Casey Kenney here, man. I'm going to go with Casey Kenney, the 3.5 to 1 favorite to pick up a decision win here. I don't know if he gets Eletang out of there, but I'm going to go with decision. Next fight, we have a women's strawweight fight up here. Jinyu Frey against Loma Lookboonmee. Loma's a small fighter for this weight class. Great Muay Thai fighter. Going against an older Jinyu Frey. Jinyu Frey coming off that loss to Kay Hansen. Like I said, she's an older fighter, man. She's 35. Loma's got a lot of hype behind her. She lost the decision to Angela Hill earlier this year. But I'm gonna go with Loma in this fight, man. She's a minus 150 now, but she opened up as it opened up as a pick-em, man. But I'm gonna go with Loma by decision here. I just think she keeps the fight standing, lands more volume, and picks up a decision win here. Next up, we got Jordan Williams, the Dana White Contender Series winner, against Nasruddin Imavov, the Russian sniper, who's from France. But this guy looks like he's got some serious size for the weight class, especially if he goes back down to welterweight after this fight. He took this fight at middleweight, and he's still a pretty big middleweight, man. I don't think his frame is filled out. He's kind of a long, lanky guy. Jordan Williams, I think he's a type 1 diabetic. Doesn't like to cut weight, so he came in weighing, I believe, 182 pounds for this fight. So he's an undersized middleweight, but man, he packs some power, man. He's got some great wins under his belt. Brandon Hester, Diego Herzog. Picked up a nice win over Gregory Rodriguez his last fight. And Jordan Williams opened up as a huge favorite, a minus 215. A lot of money. This fight's almost been bet down to a pick 'em. But I like Jordan Williams here, man. I think Jordan Williams, he's got a little more experience than Nasruddin Imavov. I think I can see Williams knocking him out or just picking up a decision win here. Charles Jourdain against Josh Culibao. Charles Jourdain, a big favorite here. Josh Culibao cutting down from lightweight to featherweight. First time in Jourdain's UFC career that he's actually the favorite, man, and he's a big favorite over Josh Culibao. Josh Culibao lost to Jalen Turner. No shame in that. At lightweight, his last fight, drop it down to featherweight. He's a banger. They both like to stand and trade. I'm going to go with Culibao here, man. Like I said, man, the pressure's on Jourdain to win. Culibao's 4.5 to 1 underdog. I'm going to go with Josh Culibao to pick up a knockout or a decision win here. Next up, we got Cameron Elsay against Kyler Phillips. Elsay took this fight on short notice after, I think, one or two of Kyler Phillips' opponents pulled out. Cameron Elsay got right up in Kyler Phillips' face yesterday at the weigh-ins. Cameron Elsay is almost a one-round fighter. Gets a submission or knockout in the first round. Kyler Phillips picked up a nice win over Gabriel Silva's last fight. I'm going to go with Cameron Elsay here, man, for the upset, man. Cameron Elsay is not intimidated by Kyler Phillips. I like betting underdogs. He's not a bet. I also like picking underdogs. And I'm going to go with Cameron Elsay to pick up the knockout win here, man, in the first round. Carlos Condit against Court McGee. Carlos Condit actually opened up as the slight favorite here, which is kind of baffling. He's on a 5-fight losing streak. Court McGee, I think he's won 2 out of his last 6 fights, maybe. So, a tale of 2 old veterans, man. I'm going to go with Court McGee, man. I think Court McGee's got a little more left in the tank, man. I think Carlos Condit is almost merely motivated by financial reasons at this point. Not saying that Court McGee isn't, but I'm going to go with Court McGee, man. I think Court McGee has just been a little more active. You know, I think he's got a little more left in the tank, man. I'm going to go with Court McGee as a slight favorite here. Daquan Townsend against Dusko Todorovic. You know, I think with the UFC, man, they're just trying to get Dusko Todorovic his UFC debut win here. Daquan Townsend, they've just been feeding this guy to different opponents, man. I think he might keep it interesting though, man. I mean, I don't think Dusko is warranted as a 3.5 to 1 favorite, man. But I'm gonna go with Dusko first round knockout. If he doesn't get the first round knockout, I think things can possibly get sketchy. But I just think he's a little better than Daquan Townsend, and I can see Todorovic, if he doesn't get the first round knockout, picking up a decision win here. Coming up to a very interesting fight here, we got Germaine de Randamie against Juliana Pena in the women's bantamweight division. I like GDR, man. I don't think GDR is shot by any means. She's coming off a title loss to Amanda Nunes, so you always wonder a fighter's motivation coming off a title loss in the fight after. But GDR, man, she's a great women's fighter, man. And, you know, this is almost a striker versus grappler matchup. And I just think GDR, man, she's got good takedown defense, man. I think she can really beat up Juliana Pena on the feet, man. I used to be really high on Juliana Pena up until she fought Valentina Shevchenko almost 4 years ago. Lost. She was off for a long time. Had a baby, whatever. Moved to Chicago. But I like GDR here, man. I can see GDR picking up a decision win here or a possible finish. Co-main event, Carlos Felipe against Yorgan De Castro. Heavyweights. Kind of weird to see this as a co-main event. But, you know, Carlos Felipe got up in Yorgan De Castro's face. He likes to talk shit to his opponents. I'm going to go with Carlos Felipe, man, as a 2.5 to 1 underdog to knock out Yorgan De Castro, man. Yorgan De Castro, he went to the decision to Greg Hardy his last fight. Couldn't pick up the win. But I'm going to go with Carlos Felipe. I can see him getting a knockout here. Or I can see Yorgan De Castro knocking him out. But I'm going to go with Felipe here, man. You know, 2 heavyweights collide. I'm going to go with the underdog. Main event, Holly Holm against Serena Aldana. Got a lot of thoughts on this fight, guys. I think Holly Holm's name value is keeping her as a slight favorite. If you originally remember, back in August, when they were supposed to fight, BetOnline actually opened Irene Aldana -160 favorite. but that was kind of bet down to pick them. So when they reopened the lines, Bet Online opened it as pick them, minus 110, minus 110. 5 Dimes opened it, pick them too, with a slight lean to Aldana at minus 120. I got Aldana as plus 101 underdog. I like Irene Aldana here. She's 7 years younger than Holly Holm. I believe the reach is the same as Aldana, throws 3 times more volume. She's coming off a nice knockout of Ketlen Veiera. Like I said, Holm has had the belt. She's lost the belt. She's fought for the belt again and got knocked out. What's her motivation at this point at 39 years old outside of a paycheck, man? I don't think she's ever going to have that belt wrapped around her waist again. The UFC definitely wants Aldana to win here. They need fresh challengers for Amanda Nunes. Aldana is a marketable name in the Mexican market. She's an attractive female, as is Holly Holm. But, you know, Holly Holm has had her time in the sun, man. This is Irene Aldana's time, and this is a rising upstart. You know, like I said, she's had some UFC adversity, man, and that's what I like. That's what I like most about this fight. Is this isn't an unbeaten prospect. This isn't somebody that hasn't had their ups and downs a little bit in their UFC career. She lost to Leslie Smith in her debut. She was a huge favorite in that fight, man. She lost a split decision to Caitlin Chuhugian in her next fight. Then she picked up a win over Talita Bernardo, picked up a win over Lucy Pudilova, picked up a win over Beth Correa. Lost to Raquel Pennington by split decision. So all her losses have come by decision or split decision. Beat Vanessa Mello, knocked out Ketlen Veiera. And I just think, man, that she's constantly getting better, man. It looks like she trains with some other Mexican males that are bantamweights and stuff like that. It looks like she's got a really good, small, inclusive camp that Alexa Grasso also comes for. And we've seen how good Alexa Grasso has looked. She trains above elevation in Mexico City. She's going to have the cardio to go. And I just think she's just a younger, quicker, more active version of Holly Holm, man. And I just think Holly Holm's name value and who she's fought and her experience is just keeping her as a slight favorite, man. But I feel like the smart money is on Irene Aldana here. And it's a pick 'em fight right now. And I got Irene Aldana plus 101. Those are my predictions and bets, guys. My only bet is Irene Aldana plus 101. Hope you guys enjoy this card. I'll be watching it and hope you guys watch it too. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.